Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Q8 pilot stream. It is 2100 hours local time, 1800 Zulu. Welcome, Omari Joseph, Boeing Corp, Mike, Chris Strobel, James, Dougal McTavish, Saad Al Hunaidi, and Stan. Greetings to all of you, my friends around the world, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Today, we are going back in Australia, and specifically at Rockhampton Airport. We are flying GA today. My absolute favorite type of flights in flight simulation is to fly in general aviation aircraft, and I will be flying my absolute personal favorite and the number one GA aircraft for Microsoft Flight Sim, no other than the A2A Comacnhe. The A2A Comanche, it needs no introduction, of course. A2A needs no introduction in the world of flight simulation. They create some of the best and most realistic add-ons for flight sim. And today we're going to be flying from Rockhampton to Gladstone Airport in Australia. Gladstone Airport is located in Queensland, Australia. It serves the city of Gladstone and the surrounding region. The airport facilitates domestic flights connecting passengers to major cities such as Brisbane. It plays a crucial role in supporting regional travel and the economic activities of the area, particularly in the industries like mining and natural resources. The airport provides essential services and amenities for travelers passing through this regional gateway. Today's stream is sponsored by ORBX, and both of the airports that we're flying from and to are by ORBX. We are going to be taking a detailed look at Gladstone Airport once we are at our destination. And of course, in my opinion, the best GA aircraft by MSFS, by absolutely Dougal, the very best that GA can offer in a flight sim is by for MSFS is without a doubt the A2A Comanche. And we have a nice registration number here that belongs to Australia. I mean, look at this aircraft. Look at how beautiful the texturing, the modeling, it just looks so real, and it feels real. It flies like the real thing. And yeah, it's just really one of the best aircraft. And the second one that I personally vouch for an aviation aircraft. So number one is the A2A, and the second would be the FS Reborn 500, the recent FS Reborn P500, I believe. Is the code name for the aircraft. Those, in my view, are the best two general aviation aircraft for MSFS as of today, January the 29th. Is it the 29th? It is the 29th. I'm losing track of days now. I'm getting old, guys. All right. So our flight today is a very short flight, about 100 nautical miles from Rockhampton to Gladstone. And we are going to be cruising at about 3,000 feet. So it's going to be a relaxing flight. We'll enjoy the scenery along the route to our destination airport. I am still getting used to my Thrustmaster Boeing yoke as it extends... it extends away from, it forces me to move a little bit away from the desk. So I've shuffled things around. Maybe I'll show you guys my setup, my recent setup here in a few days. I will be doing a review of the Boeing yoke bike Thrustmaster probably in a couple of days. So we are in a completely cold and dark cockpit here at Rockhampton. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to remove the control lock here. Very nice sounds. Just everything in this aircraft is just done to perfection. Let's bring up the electronic flight bag here, and we're going to set up our fuel and payload. Currently, there's only the pilot. We don't need that much fuel. About 150 pounds of fuel, some 30 gallons approximately is what we need. So this is this is more than what we need. So I'm going to I'm going to empty the tip tanks completely. We'll dry them off. And I don't think we need that much fuel. We need about half of that for our flight. But I'm going to leave it just in case of an emergency and we need to stay longer up in the air. So, maybe like a landing gear problem or something like that. So what we'll do is we'll just keep, double the fuel since the fuel is given for us for free today. Hey, Zane Harvey. Hello, my friend. Allah Aruk, welcome aboard. Osama Muhammad, welcome, guys. Glad to have you here. All right, so we're going to add maybe another passenger here, and that's it. Yeah, we're flying a couple of guys here. Okay, so maximum takeoff weight. Everything here looks good. Everything here looks good. And let's go to the flight info. We are going to come straight to the checklist. Before actually we do the checklist, let's go to maintenance. We're just going to inspect the aircraft. We're going to make sure that the airframe is in airworthy condition. And then we're going to go to the engine and we're going to inspect the engine. Everything, again, is in airworthy condition. Engine analyzer, that we can do once the aircraft is powered. Perfect. We're going to go back to the flight info. We're going to go to the checklist, and we're going to begin here with the pre-flight. All right, let's go ahead and do the walk around. So we're going to begin. I'm going to retract the deploy the flaps. Okay, so flaps are extended, and we're going to begin here by checking the flaps. Right, we're going to check for movement, and next we're going to check the ailerons, make sure they are operational. We're going to also open the tip tank. Obviously, there isn't any fuel there, so we'll just verify that we don't have any fuel. And next, we can go to, we'll check the wingtip fuel sump. So we're going to sump like that. And why is it not sumping the fuel? Strange, but true. All right. I'm not sure why, but that's okay. We'll just move on. Okay, the landing lights look okay. We can go ahead and remove the tie down, and then we're going to check for the main fuel tank, and we can see that the main fuel tank is full. So if we zoom in here, you can see that it's full. Put this back in. All right, perfect. Next, we're going to remove the wheel chocks. And let's see here. Right, there's no water. So we're just making sure there is no water accumulating there. And that looks okay. And the propeller is in good shape. I don't see any indications of damage. We're going to check the oil. The oil appears in good condition. Brilliant. And next we're going to check the main fuel tank. Again, we can see that it's full. We have sufficient fuel for our flight today. Excellent. And we're going to remove the wheel chocks there. Remove the pitot cover and the tie downs here. And check the landing lights. And we're going to check the tip tank on the other side. Again, it's empty. All right. And again, there's nothing. It sucks the fuel from the fuel tanks. Okay, that's why. All right, and then we're going to check the aileron and the flaps. Excellent. The static port again is okay. Again, tie downs, and we're going to check the rudder and elevator, which both check okay. And the static port on the other side of the aircraft is also checked. All right, so we do have some luggage here. We can actually open the cargo door And we'll just, put all the luggage there, and we're ready to go. All right, and now we are done with the walk around and the inspection. Hello, Alex. Welcome aboard. Jeff Smith, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. Mike Coffee, welcome aboard. Did you turn on the fuel valves? Not yet, no. No more like lemon used from a car. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go back here to the checklist. And now the pre-flight checklist is complete. The passengers have been briefed. The seatbelts are secured. The control locks are removed. Parking brake is set. Okay. Excellent. The gear switch is down. Flaps. Let's retract the flaps. Right, flaps are up. Excellent. Radios are off. Autopilot master is off. Avionics master is off. All electrical switches are off. The circuit breakers are... Let's see. Okay. I forgot where the circuit breakers are. All right, so those are a couple of circuit breakers here, and they are in, and everything looks good there. Okay, perfect. Circuit breakers are all in, and the rotating beacon can be turned on. All right, so rotating beacon is on. And next, we're going to go to the engine start. Fuel selectors, we're going to go. Both tanks have exactly the same amount. So 30 gallons on the left, 30 gallons on the right. So we're going to select the left tank here. And then the throttle mixture is full rich. The throttle is cracked, about 1/4 of an inch open. And then we're going to come here and we're going to turn on the carb heat is off. On is when you pull it. When it's pushed in, it's off. So the carb heat is checked off. The master switch is on, which is right here. Master switch is on. I love the sounds of the Comanche. Fuel pump on. We're just going to check for the fuel pressure. So we're going to turn on the... this is the fuel pressure gauge. So we're going to turn on the fuel pump here. And we're just going to check for the fuel pressure, which checks okay. Excellent. And fuel pump is off. The primer, 1 to 5 strokes. About 3 strokes, I think, should be fine. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to lock the primer. And then the magnetos on both. Excellent. And then we're just going to make sure that the clear prop and then the starter engage. All right. Go ahead and start it. There we go. Beautiful. Lovely. Just absolutely lovely. That engine start is so cool. All right, we're going to bring the RPM. RPM is fine, as a matter of fact. We can bring it down a notch. And we can lean the mixture so that we don't get we don't ruin our spark plugs. And the fuel is let's see. This is the auxiliary fuel. All right. Let's see, why are we not getting... Okay. All right, we're good. Okay, so we are through with the engine start. Mixture is lean as required. The oil pressure is good. Everything here is good. The cylinder head temperature, we need to wait, obviously, for the cylinder head temperature to warm up. So we'll let the aircraft warm up a little bit before takeoff. The last thing you want to do is, give it full throttle with cold cylinders, as you might actually break the engine. Hello, my friend Allison, Trishal, welcome aboard. Bernardo, Salzar, welcome aboard. Glad to have you guys here with me this evening. How have you been, Allison? I hope you are well, my friend. And thanks, Dougal, for posting the link. I was about to tell you to post the link to Allison's Twitch channel. I missed your stream the other day, Allison. Okay, so everything here is looking good, and we can go now to be... Okay, so now the taxi, it says that the avionics master is on with the taxi checklist, but maybe this needs a little bit of revising. I'm not sure. All right, primer is locked. Let's go ahead and turn on the avionics master switch, and we're going to turn on the radios. Okay, radios are on, and everything here looks good. We're going to turn on the switch here as well. And everything is looking good. Perfect. All right, we're going to go to the flight plan, and we are going to go to the menu, and then we're going to select Import from SimBrief. We're going to click OK, and that should import the SimBrief flight plan into our GTN device. That's Yankee Bravo Romeo Kilo to Yankee Golf Lima Alpha. And we're going to say OK, and now it's got everything there. Today we are arriving runway load procedure. There's no... so the approach, the departure is going to be... We can't select a runway without a departure, and there is no departure, so we'll leave it alone. But for the approach today, we are doing an RNAV runway 10, and through the, let's see, let's take a quick look at our flight plan here, and let's see. All right, so Modan, and so the airports, no, what is that? Let me go back, cancel that. Yeah, no, that's correct. Okay, so RNAV runway 10, and it's going to be the... There's only 2 of them here. Okay. Why are we not getting... It's the WF. Alright, so actually, I believe... transition... Yeah, we're not getting the right transition. So, I'm not sure why. Alright, let's take a look at the approach plate real quick. So, that's runway 10. And if we look down here, it is indeed the... Alright, we do have it there. So, we do have the transition there. Alright, so we'll just say load the approach. Excellent. Perfect. So, that would be the final fix there, and runway 10. Brilliant. We have everything set up, and we'll just set this on the map. Brilliant. We're going to come here, and we're going to change the... Alright, let me just come here to the map, and we're going to say heading up. 328. Okay. All right. So everything is set up here. We are ready to go, and we are going to be taking off runway 33 today. So everything's set up, and we're ready to go. Let's continue with our checklist now. Hello there, Carl. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here. Yeah, the Duchess is releasing tomorrow, the 30th. Okay, so emitter is checked, radios are checked, transponder, we can come here to the transponder, and we can turn it on. Excellent. Transponder is set, altimeter is set, heading indicator is set. Well, let's do... oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So we're going to go to... All right, there we go. Okay, heading is set, and parking brake. So landing gear lamp, green, nav lights as required, parking brake release. All right, so we can release the parking brake and test things out. Yeah, I have a button now that can reset. All right. Okay, so we're good here. We can release the parking brake now. We're going to hold the toe brake here and release the parking brake. All right, parking brake is released. We're just going to give it a little bit of power there to test the brakes, and the brakes check okay. Excellent. Cylinder head temperature is good. Let me retard the throttle here a little bit. All right, there we go. Excellent. And let's go ahead and taxi to the runway. I love the sounds on the Comanche. It's just really, really very, very well developed add-on. And this is, by the way, very true about all the A2A add-ons. They just create amazing, amazing add-ons throughout the course of their development history for Flight Sim, whether it was for FSX, P3D, or now Microsoft Flight Sim. They've created one aircraft for Microsoft Flight Sim, and my lord, it is the very best general aviation aircraft ever created for Microsoft Flight Sim. It's just really the best general aviation aircraft. There is nothing that comes any close to A2A in terms of the fidelity, the realism, the flight model, the sounds. Everything about this aircraft is so well done that it really they've really earned the the plaque, the best general aviation aircraft created for Microsoft Flight Sim, period. I really love their aircraft. It's just really amazing how complex and this is a study level aircraft by all means. I don't know if they're working on something else. I assume that they probably are. Oop. But I don't have any specifics. You haven't lived till you've taken off the... Can hear the sound of the the wings there, the empty tanks. You can hear them very clearly as we taxi towards the runway. Just really amazing. Absolutely amazing aircraft. By the way, when I fly, offline just for my own entertainment, I normally fly GA aircraft. I just think they're the best, and they're just incredible fun. So, yeah, that's what I normally fly. I fly GA aircraft during my... By the way, I'm using NVIDIA filters today. So I've came up with a couple of presets I think are nice. So that's why you'll notice that things are... the colors are a bit sharper. All right, so we want to face the wind. Right, so let me just turn the aircraft here a little bit. There we go. And let's set the parking brake. Okay. All right, parking brake is set. And we're going to bring up the checklist here. And we want to do the run-up procedure very quickly. Position is into the wind, holding the brake. Fuel quantity is check. Fuel selection is on the desired tank. That's fine. The mixture, all right, so we're going to bring the throttle. The mixture is as required. So we're going to put the mixture to full rich, and we're going to bring the throttle to 2200, about 2000 RPM. So let's do that. That's about 2,000 RPM right there. And we're going to check the magneto switch. Engine instruments are checked. Oil pressure, oil temp, fuel pressure, emitter vacuum, cylinder head temperature, and exhaust AGT is good. Magnetos, we want a maximum drop of 125 and a maximum difference between left and right by 50 RPM. So left magneto, there we go, and back about 150, and right, that's about right. All right, back to both. All right, we're going to cycle the props. All right, and we'll check the carb heat as well. Right, carb heat checks okay, excellent. And we are pretty much ready to go now, folks. Sim Fanatic, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. I love this plane too. All right, cylinder head temperature is good, oil temp is good, everything's looking good. Everything is in tip-top shape for our takeoff. So we're going to go here to the before takeoff checklist. All right, controls are free and correct. Elevator trim is neutral. Rudder trim as required. Doors are latched. Flaps, you know what? We can go with first degree flaps. There we go. All right, perfect. And let's see. Fuel pump, we'll turn those on. All right, fuel pump is on. Mixture is full rich, which it is. Prop full forward. Carb heat is off. Engine gauges are checked. Pilot heat as required. Strobes are on. And the landing lights as required. So we're going to turn on the landing lights. Okay. Now for the takeoff, we're going to rotate about 85 miles per hour. And then we'll continue airspeed to about 105 miles per hour. And for the climb, we're going to reduce power to 2400 RPM max and 24 throttle. Okay, and then we'll check, of course, and lean the mixture as required. Okay, we are good to go, folks. Let's go ahead and we'll bring back the yoke, and we're going to release the parking brake and head over to Gladstone in Australia. All right. How are you, Sim Fanatic? I hope you are doing well, my friend. Can't wait to meet you again at FS Expo 2024, Las Vegas, Nevada. I just finished applying for the visa, the U.S. visa for my son. I'll tell you a little bit about that in just a second here. All right, we are cleared for takeoff, runway 33. We're going to go full throttle and rotate at about 85 knots. Here we go. Gotta love the sounds on this aircraft. Right, there we go. And we are airborne. Lovely. Just lovely. Gear is going up. And we continue the climb. Right, we're going to reduce prop to about 2400 RPM. There we go. And we're going to track the flaps. What do you guys think of this NVIDIA filter? I think it looks pretty good, huh? Australia is a beautiful, beautiful country. All right, let's begin our turn. The sounds are indeed very realistic. Yeah, I agree, Carl. Raul Rodriguez, good afternoon to you, my friend. How are you doing today? Had a lovely flight in VR from Auckland to Gisborne last night. 22 knot crosswind landing was a lot of fun. I bet, Allison. Yeah. All right, here we go. Guys, just look at how beautiful this scene is. Wow, this looks absolutely amazing. Gotta love GA. All right. Looking good. Sim Fanatic just came with 1 gifted membership. Thank you very much, sir, for your support. Appreciate it very much. Right, we're looking good here. All right, we're going to begin trimming the aircraft shortly, and it's a good time to start let's start the autopilot here. So let me hide the yoke here. We're going to turn on the autopilot.
How are you today?
Hey, Duncan, how are you, my friend? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much, sir, for your support. I appreciate it. Now we know that once you see the green light, you know that the autopilot is now ready. So the first thing you need to do in order is start trimming the aircraft. So that's what we'll do. We'll start trimming the aircraft. And once you trim the aircraft, we can use the alt hold. Now you'll see the speed starting to increase. So now we can, first thing first is stabilize. And we're going to engage the alt hold. Right, so alt hold is engaged, and now that should... Okay, so... wants us to trim down a little bit. Okay, so we've trimmed the aircraft down, and we can bring the throttle back a little bit now. Right there. Again, trim a little bit. Right, manifold pressure. We'll bring that down. Alright, there we go. Excellent. We're looking good. And what we can do is go to track. And we're going to make sure this is on GPS. There we go. Excellent. Now the aircraft will follow the flight path. Slowly but surely. We have with us Michael. Hey, Michael. Hello, friend. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for the support. Oh, 5 gifted membership from Allison. Gee, Louis. Thank you very much, Allison. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much, guys. Please be sure to say thank you to both Symphanatic and Allison for the gifted memberships. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Right, 1, 2, 1. All right, we can zoom out here a little bit. And if we look down here, everything is looking good. I'm going to go ahead and switch the tanks just to make sure that we keep the balance. Right. Oil pressure is good. Amps are good. Oil temperature is good. And the fuel pressure is good. Cylinder head temperature is excellent. Everything is looking in tip-top shape here. And we are cruising at about 3,150 feet. And we're looking good. Let's take a look at the outside, guys. Just look at how beautiful this is. Wow. I really like this filter a lot. I think it really brings the colors. By default, the colors in MSFS are, you know, a bit washed out. So I think this does really bring it. Hello, Andre. Welcome aboard, my friend. V Sky Check. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. Again, thank you very much, Allison. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. And this aircraft is just phenomenal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the landing lights here, and we'll just continue now our flight. There are a few clouds along the route to Gladstone, but nothing serious in our flight path today. It's a lovely day to fly here in Australia. Yeah. So in Microsoft Flight Sim, if I am to give you guys like the top in every category, in the GA category, my #1 aircraft would be the A2A Comacnhe, followed by the FS3-born FS500. And in the airliners category, I would really give my vote to PMDG 737-900. Another gifted membership from SimFanatic. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. And the Velociraptor has won. Looks like we have a dinosaur fan here. Velociraptor. Yeah. Welcome aboard, my friend. And thank you very much again, SimFanatic, for the gifted membership. Very, very nice of you. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, the PMDG definitely gets my #1 vote, followed by the Phoenix A320 and followed by the AnyBuilds A300. Speed is good. Everything is in tip-top shape. And we can go to the, let's see here. The other hat switch is the hat switch that you can use to... Yeah, I'm not sure which one is translate forward anymore. I don't think I have that. Yeah. So I'm still getting used to my Thrustmaster yoke. And I think I need to make some changes to some of these controls. I do like the fact that you have two hat switches. So the right hat switch is the one that you can just move around like that. There is no translate forward though. So I think I'm going to use one of the buttons on the yoke to do that. And then there's the other one that cycles through the different views here in the interior view. So very, very nice. By default, it just really configures everything for you, which is pretty cool. Oh, we have 053 Charlie 1 area Gattaker. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Very beautiful scenery indeed. Yeah, look at that. Just look at how beautiful this is. I was, incidentally, I was doing some other video in Australia, and, you know, I got some satellite imagery, and this area that we're flying is exactly what it's seen in real life. So this really is a, you know, true-to-life rendition of what you see as you fly in this area. Very, very beautiful country. Definitely in the bucket list. Okay, let's take a look here at where we are. Mode on to... Okay, if we look here, I'm not sure if we have... Alright, so I looks like it's not on. So let me see here. Navigraph Simlink. What does it want? Not now. Would you like to? Okay, not now. All right, let's see if that works. Right, there we go. So now we can see that we're actually getting pretty close to the to Gladstone. We're not too far at Modon, and then at Modon, it's expecting us to be at 3,500. We are at 3,000. That's the cruise altitude for the flight. And then we're going to begin our descent towards runway 10. So hopefully a visual approach. It looks like the weather is really nice. If we bring up the weather and we take a look here at the weather cover at 2,000 feet. So there is a little bit of clouds there. Nothing too serious. Very light clouds in the vicinity. So we should be fine. The weather information here at Gladstone, Australia is 363 knot wind, scatter 2600, scatter 35, broken 4, and we have the temperature is 28. Wow, quite warm in Australia, isn't it? QNH is 1006. Okay. So not a big deal there in terms of the weather. And we are now getting pretty close to our destination. And as soon as we are at nearing the final fix, we'll start reducing our speed and land. The Mad Dog X is great. Plane, I think, is underrated, but a must-have. I agree with you there, Boeing Corp Mike, that it is definitely underrated. And I think not a lot of people fly it. I really am not sure why, because it's just great. And I would probably bring it right after the Inibuild's A300 in terms of the airliners. So number one for me is the PMDG 739, followed by the Phoenix A320. Then it would be the Inibuild's A300, and then followed by the Mad Dog Rotate MD-80. Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you for sure. The TBM on the fence on that one, it's actually very, very good. The TBM is excellent. There's a lot, by the way, there's a lot of excellent GA aircraft for Microsoft Flight Sim. The TBM by Black Square is an excellent, excellent aircraft. And there are, by the way, other airliners such as the BAE 146 by Just Flight, the F-28 Fokker. That's another great one. There is the Caribou. There's just a lot of excellent aircraft for Microsoft Flight Sim. But those ones I've mentioned, I feel, are the ones that really stand out from everything else. God, I love this A2A. It's just really, really an aircraft. It's just a joy to fly. By the way, we can, you know, lean the mixture a little bit here. There we go. We are at 3,000 feet, so that's not really going to make much of a difference there. We can still stay on the right tank. So we're looking fine here. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Let's take a look. Take a look. And there's some strange things going on here. All right, there we go. All right. What we can do, folks, is so that is the airport, and if we go back here and let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so we are going to make a turn here. What I'll do is I'm going to come here to the procedure, and I'm going to say activate the approach. We're going to go back to the map. There we go. All right, that's the airport. From this one, it's going to go back to Modon. And then it's going to come here. Okay. That's fine. Okay, there we go. We're just going to go straight to the final fix. And we're going to start reducing our speed. All right, we're going to go to mixture, full rich, prop, full forward. It wants us to trim the aircraft. All right, now the fun part is right now. The fun part is to hand fly this aircraft, and so that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to disengage the autopilot, and here we go. We're going to go ahead and bring up back the yoke, and I'll disengage, autopilot disengaged, and my aircraft. Okay. There we go. I think we disengaged AP disconnect. Okay. All right. So now it's my aircraft, and I'm going to hand fly the approach. The weather is not exactly where I'd like it to be in terms of visibility, but that's all right. And we're just going to hand fly the aircraft for the rest of the approach. And we'll rely on the aircraft instruments. I'm going to ease off there on the prop a little bit. About 2400 is fine. Yeah, we don't want to stress the engines. Flies really, really nice. I really am enjoying the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. Hello, Charlie. Welcome aboard, my friend. Don't forget the free DHC-2 Beaver. It's good. Yes, it is. Black Square Beechcraft Duke is one I'm looking forward to. That's a great-looking plane. Yes, it is. If one has the Duke, isn't the 4-1... yeah, the Chancellor is very good. Yes, indeed. Right, here's our final fix. And it looks like the weather will subside. All right, we're going to begin the descent now, so we'll go nose down a little bit here and begin to descend towards our destination. Let me reset my view so you guys can have a better look at what's going on there. As soon as we clear the mountains there, we can start descending a little bit faster. I tell you, the Boeing yoke by Thrustmaster is by far the best flight yoke that I've tried for a flight sim. And I tell you guys, I've been through so many flight sticks and flight yokes over the years. This is truly the best one I've ever had. And yeah, I'll be doing a full review video in the days to come. And I'll tell you exactly what I like and what I don't like about it. But there isn't really much not to like about it, to be completely honest. Yeah, let me just get us there on the... Get lined up there properly. Let's bring back the speed. All right, I can see the runway. We have the runway in sight. We'll trim the aircraft for the approach. We'll bring back the props. We have the runway in sight. Looking good. What a lovely approach into Gladstone Airport here in Australia. Just a very light wind. Hello there, Shane. Welcome aboard, my friend, from Auckland, New Zealand. Welcome aboard. Right, speed is good. Let's go ahead and go first degree of flaps. That will help us reduce our speed a little bit. Excellent. All right, landing lights are on. It's complaining that's the, let's go ahead and lower the landing gear now. All right, there we go. All right, that way we can reduce our speed. What a lovely approach. Beautiful, just beautiful scenery, beautiful approach. And I'm really enjoying this new NVIDIA filter as well. I think it really changes things quite a bit. Very slight wind. Nothing serious, really. 3-knot wind, so the temps are good. The wind direction, very forgiving conditions today for our approach. I really like the Thrustmaster yoke. I'm really enjoying it. A little bit, maybe some response to just adjust the sensitivity a little bit for GA aircrafts, but other than that, it's brilliant. All right, here we go. And welcome to Gladstone Airport in Australia, ladies and gents. Check out that landing rate. That's what I'm talking about. All right. We're going to make a right turn here. That was pretty cool. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed this flight. Let's lean the mixture here a little bit, again, just to protect our spark plugs. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Symphanatic. All right, here we go. What a lovely airport. Guys, look at this beautiful airport. As we come into, we're going to go to the, you know what? No, I'm going to go to the, this is the main area. The general aviation area appears to be on the other side of the airport, so it looks like it's over there. But I can see the little aircraft there, the GA aircraft. And, gee, another 5 gifted memberships from Symphanatic. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it. Very kind of you. Yeah, the reason I want to park the aircraft here is I want you guys to see the beautiful buildings over on this side. And now we'll go and take a tour of the airport. Okay, so let's just come here. I tell you guys, this flight was so much fun. Yeah, not the typical airline, you know, big bird flight, but very, very enjoyable. It's just so much fun. Okay. Let's hide the yoke. Let's bring up the checklist here, and we're going to go to the shutdown checklist. The parking brake is now set. Landing lights are off, and the strobe lights are off as well. The transponder can be set to standby. And avionics master switch is off. Master switch is off. And we can turn off the fuel pump there as well. The throttle is closed. The mixture is idle cutoff. Check out those sounds and the little vibration there. Magnetos are off. Excellent. Control wheel is, so we can bring those back here. So control wheel, tie downs. Control lock, pitot covers will open the cabin door. And everything is back to the cold and dark state. I think, let me just check one thing. Yeah, rotating beacon. Okay, there we go. And now we put the control lock and voila. There we go. Everything is now in tip-top shape. We can also retract our flaps. All right. Well, we made it safely here. I hope you guys enjoyed the flight, but we're not through yet because now we're going to take a look at this beautiful rendition of Gladstone Airport for Microsoft Flight Sim by ORBX. Again, many, many thanks to ORBX for sponsoring the stream this evening. Spooled up, welcome aboard. Incredible resolution at this airport. Yeah, Stan, this is very, very nice. And I'll tell you, guys, the preset that I'm using really changes things quite a bit. So let me just go to, there we go. All right, let me just set the view here real quick. Okay, so we're going to go now and take a look at, let me just adjust my mic here. All right, so first, I want to just go all the way back, and I want to show you the airport from a distance, from the other side. So we landed runway 10. We're going to go back and take a look at this approach from the other side, because this, I'll tell you, let me make this a little bit faster, so you guys can see it. Okay, so this actually from runway 28 makes for a just a beautiful, beautiful approach. Let me just go up here. All right. So now you can see that the terrain is not flat terrain. You know, you can see here that this terrain is quite varied, and as you come into land, it makes for just a beautiful approach into the airport. So yeah, I think it's very important to see it from this perspective as well, because runway 28, when I get runway 28 for this airport, I'm always, you know, I get really excited because it's just really beautiful, beautiful approach into the airport. You've got your trains there moving, and the actual airport is very well constructed by ORBX here. Why is it starting like that? All right, so if you look here at the buildings, let me slow this down a little bit here so we can enjoy it better. That here. All right, so here we can see that the terminal area is fully modeled. So if you go inside the airport here, you'll actually see the people, the models, the desk here, the waiting area for, you know, boarding the aircraft. You can see the signage there, the position closed, again, the little boarding signs there. Everything is modeled in this airport, including, look, even the trash can is there. You've got the baggage belt there. And all the signage, all the trees, everything, the hand-placed objects, everything is just done with a lot of care and finesse to recreate this rather beautiful airport in Microsoft Flight Sim. We can go back to the back here and look at the parking area as well, and you can see that this is also very well modeled. Here's your departures and your arrivals. Very, very nice. Looks like there is a some sort of a restaurant or a cafe of some sort here where people can sit. Now, I have not been, excuse me, I have not been to this airport in real life, but I hope someone from Australia can tell us how well modeled this is. Again, it's got helipads, so if you like to fly helicopters, it's got a helipad, just really a ready to go airport with everything that you need. And if we go to this little hangar again, you can see there are the vehicles, just really beautiful airport by ORBX. I really like this airport. I like flying in Australia, so I was very, very glad when ORBX started releasing those airports in Australia, because they are quite nice, and ORBX is known for creating, you know, some very, very, you know, very beautiful scenery. Now, I want to show you also one thing, guys, before we call it a day. By the way, this is also modeled here. So if you go to this part here, you'll see that this is also modeled. So it looks like there's a restaurant here of some sort. And a waiting area, and a lovely lady here sitting here waiting for her flight, I suppose. So yeah, I think they've done a really good job there with you know, with modeling the airport, the glass, the ground vehicles, the clutter, the ground you know, ground marking on the airport. Everything's just done to a very high standard by ORBX. One thing I'd like to show you guys is we've flown this entire flight using one of the NVIDIA filters. I'll be making a video on the NVIDIA filters and showing you all around. But what I'd like to show you is actually how the NVIDIA filter has changed things around. So I've got 3 filters that I use for different things, for different you know, weather conditions. And if I go, this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, and this is off. Now you can see how different everything looks without the filter. So this is here without the filter, and this is filter number 3, filter number 2, filter number 1. I use them. I like all three of them. What I'll do is I'll make a video and show you, the various filters. I think this one is sharper, so I like to use it during daylight. And this one is a bit less sharp than number 2. So I like to use it when it's a bit dark at night. It just really brings things out. But yeah, all three of them are quite nice. This one is more of a cooler color. But for Australia, because of the varied terrain, this preset number 2 is just lovely. It just really brings out the colors of the terrain. Again, I want to thank the guys over at ORBX for sponsoring the stream. I want to thank all of you guys for your immense support, for all the gifted memberships, for all the channel members, subscribers, friends, followers. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. And I will see you all very soon. Stay safe and good night.